Hi everyone. I wanted to make a video on completing 1 year of podcasting and video making. And I thought what should be a really good anniversary message. And the only thing I could come up with is to make a confession. So, since I was a little girl in school, I loved going on stage and expressing myself either through poetry, doing debates, or doing any kind of activity that involved a mic and a stage and audience. And I loved doing that. In those moments when I'm talking or I'm recording a program, a podcast, or a video, I just lose a sense of everything else. To me, in a way, it's kind of yoga where I completely focused on what I'm going to talk about, the fact that I'm engaging with you all. It really brings me joy. So, when I first decided to do a podcast, I thought I know a few things about the complexities of life and about well being. And these were mainly based on what I had been learning for the past 6 years, mainly since I started doing a PhD. The PhD was not just an objective to get those 3 letters, but to change myself, to transform myself, to be able to see the world differently. And that's exactly what happened. And I was very thankful. I could see how much I had learned, how much I had grown over the years. And then there was this little voice inside me that thought, okay, I have been receiving a lot from the world, and now maybe it's time for me to start giving and sharing. So it was in that spirit that I started podcasting. And there were a couple of things that I told myself that these are the reasons why I'm doing it. Number one, doing itself brings me joy. So just the fact that I'm recording a podcast and then I'm sharing. And then eventually after 6 months, I started recording videos and sharing. But the objective was the same. I'm doing it because bringing me joy to share my experiences. Number two was that I'll only share things that I have personally experienced and learned. Number three, there will never be an expectation that people watch my video, share my video, or do any duties towards me because no one has asked me to make videos. I'm doing it for my own joy and also hopefully connecting with more people. So those were the very clear thoughts. And I can tell you this, it seems like a very tall order, but I always kept at the back of my mind this teaching of Bhagavad Gita. Those of you who know Bhagavad Gita is the greatest philosophical and spiritual text that came from India. And one of its main teaching, and I think the most challenging teaching, is that we are all bound to do our duties. We should do our duties. We should do what we have to do, what we must do, and do it really well. But do not expect any results from it. So we should have a detachment to the outcome and the results while doing our work. And that performance is a karma yoga. It's like performing yoga where I'm doing my thing with my clear heart and I'm sharing things with you with the clarity of my mind, with the objective that I would love to share what I have been going through because I believe in the shared humanity. I believe that I'll be touching a few people with my experiences because they may also be experiencing that, or I could share something that makes a few people reflect on it, think about it, and maybe make some changes, some adjustments to how they are living. So that was my only hope. And here is the confession. But the day I started making the podcast and also the videos, I found myself constantly, incessantly checking the viewership. I found myself checking my phone every half an hour and just obsessively looking at how many people are watching it, how many views, how many likes and comments. And that started actually taking a lot of my attention, to the point where over time I started thinking of the topics deliberately. Whereas initially I had decided that I'm not going to think about a topic and keep the audience in mind. So I'm not going to say something that I know that people will like, but I'm going to say something that just comes up within me. And it was working really well initially. So I'll just allow myself, my mind and my heart and my senses, whatever was working, allow myself to organically come up with a topic and then talk about it. Because then it seemed natural. It seemed like this is why I started the podcast. But I started noticing that slowly I was checking the viewership more. Slowly I was trying to see how many plays it was hitting on the button. And also I'll have some kind of anxiety when I wouldn't see the number of plays or the number of views increasing for the few hours. And then slowly I started noticing what was happening. So I was doing the opposite of what I said I was going to do. I was actually becoming more focused on how many people are listening, how many people are engaging and commenting, and somehow inbuilt expectation that this video is good enough so it should get X number of plays, or this video may not be good and that's why it's not getting a play. So I started judging my own videos based on the viewership. This was completely the opposite of how I thought I am going to make a video. So the confession is that I'm still sometimes doing it. I'm still checking my phone at least twice or 3 times a day to see the viewership. But the confession is that I'm realizing the futility of it. I'm realizing that I'm doing it for my own joy. And the day the joy gets out of this, the day I start looking for audience more than what I'm saying and why I'm saying it, I think that would be a wrong path for me. So luckily, because now I'm now acknowledging and I'm now seeing my behavior, watching myself, catching myself do that, it's now decreasing. So I'm slowly going back to hopefully the objective of making good videos, or the videos that I think are good because they are my personal experiences and I have learned from those experiences. So the hope is that you would also take something out of it and nothing more. No one asked me to make these videos, so there is no expectation that people would actually like it and give it love or whatever, their time and attention. There is so much out there in the world seeking your attention that the last thing I would want that people would leave their things and watch my videos. They are there, and if someone connects to it, I'll be very happy. But if no one connects to it, if it's still bringing me joy, I continue to make it. So, it's a slippery slope when we think, oh, I'm doing it just for my benefit, just for my joy. And because I'm learning when I'm making these videos, we eventually start looking at those numbers. We eventually start looking at when Facebook says, boost your role, boost your reel, pay us money and we'll take you to more audience. And I have actually paid attention. I've started looking at them. And then while I was looking at them, I asked myself, why am I doing it? What was the objective? Why am I making this video? And so time and again, what I'm doing is each time I can see myself slipping, I check myself and I ask the question, why did I start doing this work in the first place? And every time I remember it, then I go back and I think, yes, I'm still finding joy. I'm still happy just making the videos and then leaving it out there for people to receive, not receive, like or not like, it's up to them. So this is where I am. And I'm actually now curious if you have any such kind of confession, or if you have found yourself slipping through those slippery slopes when you think you are doing something just for the action of it, but you are actually thinking of the results. And I can say that it's not easy. It's a very hard teaching from Bhagavad Gita that if I'm completely able to do one day, I'll be very, very fortunate. So doing our job, doing our duty, doing it really, really well, but not being attached to the outcomes. That would be one teaching of Bhagavad Gita that I'm trying my best to apply in life. And I'm just sharing it with you. See what you think. Share your thoughts. Thank you.